Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Golgothan, and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. In the last episode, we built this sweet rocket, gave it a couple test flights, and neither one of those test flights worked out too well. But I still have faith in this rocket design, and I feel like we can get a successful launch to the moon and back with this rocket. So let's begin by throttling up, turning on our SAS, and the countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Alright. Let's keep a little bit out so the rocket's not as loud. Just gotta make sure we stay stable on the direct vertical. If we're skewed too much, it's a waste of fuel. Or efficiency. It's not, well, I guess it ends up being a waste of fuel, but it's essentially an efficiency issue. Alright, let's go. Come on, let's get rid of those first sets of rockets. In 3, 2, 1. Success. They have little tiny solid rocket boosters that you can put on stuff like that. They're called separatrons. They're really nice for when you break off a stage. They will basically launch it away from your rocket if you aim them properly. Whoa, we got some frame rate lag there. But if you aim the separatrons properly, they will launch the engines or whatever you attach them to away from your vehicle, away from the rocket, so that we don't have to deal with the possibility of it blowing up our rockets, our engines, like it did in the second attempt of the last video. And why am I having such frame rate issues? Maybe if I zoom back in. Alright. I'm going to leave us at about there. I'm not going to go down towards the 15 degree mark because when I did that in the last one, that's when we had our problems of us losing height on our apoapsis. So I'm just going to keep us going at a steady inclination up and hope that this time to apoapsis that doesn't go down to 0, because if that hits 0, that means that our apoapsis, we have reached our apoapsis, and then we'll begin to go downwards, and that's what we don't want to do. But this is going pretty well. It's going at a slow rate. It looks like it's about to stop and start going up pretty soon, which will be nice. If it starts going up, maybe I'll consider tipping, but I think to be safe, I'm not going to tip. I'm going to stick it at 45 degrees until we hit our desired apoapsis. It's less efficient, but I don't want to risk falling back to the planet too soon. And I want to be careful with that. I'm not going to use the physical time warp, because last time I did that caused the problems. There you go. I'm going down a little bit on the inclination, just a little bit. If I see this start to go down too fast, I'm going to stop. Alright, I think we'll be good to go pretty much straight horizontal now. There, that's good enough for my horizontal desires. See, that's still going down pretty fast, so I'm going to tip it up just a smidge. There we go. I want to try to keep the time to apoapsis on an increase just to make sure that we don't have any issues. And we are going to run out of fuel in this stage shortly, and then we will break to our atomic engine, which hopefully will get us to the moon, land to the point of pretty much landing. Alright. Go atomic booster. Come on, get that apoapsis up there. Ooh, it is not. Alright, I'm going to tip it straight sideways, because the apoapsis is okay where it is now, and I want to work on getting our periapsis coming down a little bit. Oh, look at that sunrise. We're going to head straight towards the sunrise. Just about out of the atmosphere. Got about a kilometer and a half left till we are out of the atmosphere completely. And almost. Are we out of the atmosphere? Must be 69. Yep. Okay, so we are out of the atmosphere. And that time to apoapsis is coming down quick, so let's tip ourselves up a little bit to keep that from getting too close. See our periapsis coming up out of the ground pretty soon here. I gotta try to make sure we don't pass this point, because we are dangerously close to the atmosphere at this apoapsis. Come on. I'm actually recording this video on my lunch break, so I've only got one shot at this. If I fail at this, you're just gonna have to deal with a failure on this video. Because due to my time constraints for today, and I've got too much going on over the next couple days, that I will not be able to record a second attempt. I'm going to tip us back over horizontal. Come on, periapsis. Alright, the periapsis is about to pop out of the ground. It was a hell of a burn. Alright, see if I can't, how close I can get these guys. Just gotta get it over 68. Alright, let's do a little bit of time warp till that gets closer and we'll burn again. Alright, burn. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Now let's set up our transfer burn. Where's the moon? Oh, we might be able to just do it right here, right now. As soon as the moon comes over the horizon, we just burn prograde. Wait for the moon rise, and we will burn. This is gonna be the first time I've done a moon transfer burn without a node for it. So we'll see how well it works. Should be coming over the horizon pretty soon. Come on. You're almost there. I know you are. Where is the moon? I didn't miss the moonrise, did I? No. Just gotta be coming right up here now. It's not like staring me in the face somewhere, is it? Or is it just moving at a speed that's frustratingly perfect for me to not see it? Okay, is it behind me this whole time? Where the heck is the moon? Oh, I was looking at the scanner thing. Okay. Still though, we'll be good. Let's flip us over. Coming up anyway to it. See, I'll show you the thing I was talking about earlier with the time warp stopping rotation. See, I'm turning. As soon as I get to this point, I'll hit the time warp and see there. Boom. Completely stopped my rotation. Again, I think it's kind of an exploit at this point. I don't think that's how they intended it to work, or how they intended it to be utilized. All right, so let's get burn straight at that moon. Let's go. All right, let's watch our burn. This is the very first time I have ever done this without a node. So it's probably going to be horrible. And I'm going to have to burn for a long time with this engine. So I'm going to watch my fuel. So you can click stage only, and that gives me all the information I need for this stage. All the fuel just for this stage, the atomic engine stage. God, I hope that this lander is stable enough that I don't have to worry about it tipping over while I'm lowering myself to the ground. It's very possible that that might be a problem that I didn't think of. Come on, just burn. Dogs. Set the moon as the target. We're going to try to find a place to land on the moon that has Kethane, because that'll be important for mining Kethane, is that there's Kethane there. Come on. And of course we have trusty Jebediah in our cockpit. I'll show his view as soon as we're done with this ridiculous burn. Thank God the burn to get back will not take near as long. And potentially we will not need, I don't know if we're going to need to I don't know if we're going to need to get into orbit, establish orbit around the moon. We'll see how good we can land, maybe without establishing orbit. But if I can't find a good spot, I will establish orbit and do that to land, because that'll be the safest way to land. Come on. Should be burning straight prograde, not directly at the target. Straight prograde. Ooh, orbit's a little low. What are we looking at for periapsis height? How far down can we get that bad boy? There. Beautiful. Let's open up our solar panels here, just in case. And let's do a time warp as we escape from Kerbin. Sun greets us on the other side. Get our vessel as we make our way to the moon. Let's time warp ourselves there. Whoa, whoa. Here she comes. Alright. Slow down the time warp. 4 hours. Alright, let's see how everything else is looking here. Oxygen is still good. Carbon dioxide, not bad. We obviously don't have Kethane. Hopefully the carbon dioxide doesn't become a problem. Oxygen looks like it's going to be no big deal. Get us into the encounter. Oh, stop. Oh, man. I started accelerating a little faster than I wanted to and got a little scary. So it looks like we have plenty of delta V to establish orbit, so I'm just going to do it anyway, just to be safe. 26. Yeah, it's fine. Does not need to be circular, does not need to be perfect. Just burn for little less than a minute. The burn should be about prograde. There we go. Or retrograde, excuse me. Alright, and there. And see, another nifty thing about the Kerbal alarm clock is I can hit add. See, it adds to maneuver node, and I can have it, okay, I can say at 1 minute to the node. That sounds good. I can hit add alarm, and it'll kill time warp. So I can just accelerate like this, and it'll start slowing down the time warp as I get closer to it. I got a little scared on that one there. I'm always paranoid because the last thing I want to do is mess it up. It's going to give me see, I'll leave it at ×5, and you can see the alert it's going to give me. See, it stopped down all by itself. See, I can replace the maneuver node if I had switched to something else. Hit delete on close and close. Now once we hit 20 seconds or so, 25, 26 seconds, T-minus 26 seconds, we will burn. And I'm going to do this burn from this view. Pull our solar panels in. Alright, beginning retrograde burn in 2, 1, burn. And this should put us in a decent orbit, and then we will find ourselves a spot to land. There's Kerbin over there way in the distance. See if we can see Minmus at all. I don't know where Minmus is at the moment. That's not it down there. Minmus is the other moon of Kerbin. We will definitely go there at some point as well. From what I understand, it's generally high in Kethane. And kill. It's not that important to get a perfect orbit because we're just trying to land. Alright, so let's switch over. Oh, here we go. There's a spot to land. So let's do some time warp action. Right here, let's add a maneuver node there. So we are going to be coming this way. Retro. Over. Down. There. Maybe go a little bit more that way. And we'll do fine-tuning once we get up there. I'm going to give it a little more prograde because I want to be able to stop my momentum by myself. I don't want to be on a crash course. Let's turn off. Oh, we got a time warp until we get to the node. Alright, so first thing we'll do is I'm going to add a maneuver node, or add an alarm for the maneuver node. 50 seconds, damn. Okay, Go to the maneuver node. See, I gotta see the moon is rotating a bit, as it should, as it is a moon. Delete on close, close. Okay. So now let's find the marker. Why is it hard for me to maneuver this thing? Alright. Turn the RCS off. Don't want to be wasting my monopropellant even though I don't really need it much for this mission. Alright, and burn. So the goal is just to be able to get it so that I will eventually in this orbit be over the top of the Kethane. So I'm actually going to go a little bit... What was that noise? Okay, I thought I heard something explode. So let's try to get it as close as we can to right over the Kethane. Keep hearing explosive sounds. Stage only. How's our fuel? Relatively low, but plenty for descent. And I'm gonna kill it there. Alright. So I want to point directly retrograde. Time warping till I'm right over. Alright. I'm pretty much right over it. And now I'm just going to burn straight retrograde and completely kill my horizontal velocity until the retrograde marker is straight up. Ooh, our fuel is not very high. Come on. I may have to completely use the other engine for landing and returning to Kerbin as we are about to run out of fuel in our atomic engine. And that scares me. And there we go. But this should get our orbit down faster. Now see, we are not over a scanned part. And you see our orbital speed there is going down as we have stopped, completely stopped for our horizontal momentum. So now it's just a straight drop down. Now, I'm going to go to surface because this will give me the terrain altitude, which is way more important than the sea level altitude. We'll lower the landing gear. I'll extend the solar panels. Just begin descent. Once we get under a kilometer, under 5 kilometers maybe. Right. Again, a burn as I try to decrease our speed as we are going down. Okay, coming down fast, coming in fast, coming in fast, too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast! Oh! Well, watch this big old Kethane thing fall. Well, I'm gonna have to end the episode there. We'll have to do in the next episode. I'll maybe do some tweaking, add a little more fuel, and we will try a successful trip to the moon and begin and do this mission that we were supposed to be doing. Oh. Jebediah, you will be missed. Though I'll probably have him back because I'm just going to revert the flight back to vehicle assembly. Anyways, like this video if you enjoyed it. Favorite if you really liked it. I am Golgothan, and I will see you next time.